props and visual aids. Holy cow. Hey. All right. As a speaker, a performer, and an actor, whether you think so or not, you are an actor. Step out. Go into performance mode. Even when you're at your table doing networking, become somebody. Somebody compelling and memorable. Touch somebody emotional. That's where people are going to say, hey, I want to learn more about you. What can you teach me? So remember, holy cow. So, props and visual aids. All right, I don't usually do this. So for me, I just figured I had to show some humor and why I would use it. Notice that it's on a laptop now, right? You have the opportunity to do this at every event you do. You know, people watch everything on their laptops now. They watch it on their phone, wherever it might be. So I'm going to give you a treat. What did I do? I got an application. I applied at Swallow My Pride University. I went out, I got the big shoes, I got the big nose, I was ready to go. I was so excited. I could not wait to walk around in public with makeup on. Oh, easy, buddy. Clown makeup. Clown makeup. So it was a lot of fun. I waited patiently. I sent my application out. I just couldn't wait. There it was. I saw the truck coming. I ran over. I saw the package. I noticed it was addressed to me. I was so excited. I tore it open. I ripped inside. I looked and I said, holy cow! Yay! I don't want to say anything, but the holy cow has been a big, big part of my life. Very important. Not for everybody. I fully understand not everybody's going to whip out a holy cow. But when you need one, have one. And I'm not even kidding. When you need a prop, you need something to get somebody's attention, anything could be your prop. Some people use the microphone, people use their hands, their facial expressions. These are all props to connect with your audience. You know, I love using props. I always have something in my hand. I always like to do things. It's a lot of fun. People will connect with you. You can take this, and once you get the holy cow, they're yours for a while, right? Just had a good time. Now you can go into a more serious topic. Now you can bring up something perhaps they don't want to hear, but they will because you just made them laugh. So whatever that topic may be, you know, you can't be boring throughout. So you throw this stuff in just to loosen up the mood. Now you can give them whatever you want. They're yours. They just laughed with you, your friends, they'll listen, right? Think about it. And that's what we're doing through humor, and I would put it this way. How do you make friends? That's all I've ever done. My whole life is to make people laugh. That's all I try to do. I'm exhausted trying it today. And so... You guys are tired of me. Props and visual aids. All right. They help warm up the audience. Good? All right. They help focus attention and illustrate speaking points. So wherever it was going to go. Now, what I always do with my talk about two cops and a clown, it seems like it's in nowhere. But what it is, when I'm talking about my mindset of who I was and how I felt and the self-image I had because of it, how I had to break out and embrace who I was because I really didn't fit in. So I had to learn, and I do a talk about fitting in without falling in. How did I fit into my own family without falling into a mindset that this is awful and not wanting to come home and all that kind of stuff? So I placed that whole thing in, and it goes around a serious message about fitting in, and the self-image I had of myself was, you know, in all families, I guess everybody has this, but in an ideal world, my father would have had 3 cops as sons. That would have been the ideal world because that was his mindset. Nothing I wanted to fall into and nothing I cared to fall into, but that was his mindset. You know, but I couldn't live that. It's not what I was going to do. I was always on the other end. So, all right, they create interest and variety and make your points more memorable. Again, people will only connect with you on how you make them feel. So if you're memorable, it's not about your talk, it's not about what you said, it's how you made them feel. Even if it is about your message, it's about how did your message make them feel. All right, PowerPoint. I want to go over PowerPoint real quick. Does anybody here use PowerPoint? You do? All right. Well, we can talk. The reason I want to talk about PowerPoint, the only point I want to make is I discovered this at one of my talks because I was doing a presentation and doing training for real estate investment brokers. So I have to train them all coached them, actually. They didn't want me training until I went and renegotiated. I had to coach them on their presentations. And they came up and they had a PowerPoint that had 9,000 numbers on it. Here's what's going on in the market, and here, and they just talk. And I go, dude, well, who's going to know that? Well, that's our audience. They can't see that. They can't see it. So I said, if anything, circle something on the PowerPoint that's at least a point, because here's what it is. I learned it that day, and I use this forever. If you're going to use PowerPoint, it is used to make a powerful point. Don't think of it as anything else. It's to make a powerful point. You are the presentation. This is here to enhance your presentation. I've seen so many people show up and the computer didn't work, PowerPoint didn't work. My God, what am I going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to give your presentation because you prepared and practiced and you know this. This is your stuff. But what happens is the night before they put a PowerPoint together and they go, all right, here's what we're going to talk about. And they got it all there. But then it doesn't work and they're doomed. And it's happened. I've seen it many times. So this is to enhance your presentation. This is not your presentation. You can look, you can peek, you can check. Boom. How many people have you seen do this? So this creates interest and variety and make your points memorable. Now you got your back to your audience. You're getting a sunburn. Just throwing it out there. No, I'm not stopping. I told you. I am not. I'm not. All right. Video and music. I mentioned the point of video. Now I understand it. I just went to a conference about 6 weeks ago. And a presenter was talking about the fact of taking 30-second clips because people need to regenerate. So one of the things that I saw that he was right about was, now, you take a 30-second clip, maybe it's a commercial, something you're talking about, something funny. Whatever relates to your business, you can find the clip somewhere online. You can either use YouTube or you can actually go and get legal clips to use, whatever it might be, if it's yours and it fits. So you put it in there. For 30 seconds, people get to rejuvenate themselves. They watch, they get used to it, they watch their 30 seconds. Now, you step back in after it and you talk about the key points that were in the video. So what did you think of the way he presented himself? What did you think the way he sounded? Right now you're using that video, but you're using it now to connect with the audience. So you can use it throughout, make it feel whatever it is.